What's up? I've been trying to make some more videos of picking higher security locks, and here's another one I just recently got. This is Keymark by Medeco.
Only a Medeco locksmith can make a copy of this.
And yeah, these keyways are basically meant to make it so that it's harder to duplicate keys. Each keyway is for a specific region. I have no idea where this one came from, and I'll probably never get a key for it. I'm using a really steep hook today. Kind of looks like a fucking umbrella handle, it's so steep. But it works really well to pick up through these wardings. I've seen some videos of other people picking these, and typically in those videos they come with standard pins. Sure, you can put standard pins in these, but if you're keying them up with the actual Keymark kit, usually there's going to be some security pins, whether that's spools or bottom spools or power bottom spools or pick ticklers or Rocky Mountain rugglers, whatever the case may be. They actually have one of these kits at the shop where I work, so I took it back and made sure to put some interesting things in it. This one feels like it's getting pretty close. There we go. Okay, let's gut this thing and I'll show you what I put inside. So this cylinder was originally an eBay buy. Frustratingly, the cap on the top was kind of oddly put on and the edges were crimped and all kinds of weird stuff. But I did try to clean it up. I put some fresh springs in it, fresh pins in it, obviously using the Keymark kit and a proper KIL Medeco cap, which should just slide off just like this. There we go, losing some springs, not a big deal. I don't really care about replacing those. So this cylinder has a total of 6 pins. I'm gonna see if we can't dump the first here. Again, the edges are kind of crimped, so these pins get stuck and it can be really frustrating to get these things out. I guess it would probably also help if I turn the cylinder back. There we go. All right, first pin out, and it is a spool driver. Okay, finally got this one out. I'm not sure what these bottom pins are called, but I think they're really cool. They have a spool pin at the top of them. I really love this because it makes it very easy to overlift, and it actually doesn't feel like an overlift. It feels like a normal false set with a spool, so it's tricky. Very deceitful and cool. Basically, the way I keyed this lock was just at random. I tried to include some cool security pins. The way these locks actually work with key and lever cylinders, each pin stack, bottom and driver, has to add up to equal 19, so you don't always get a choice if you want to put like a cool security driver in there, because you have to pair the right bottom pin with the right top pin. You can add a little bit more flexibility by mastering these, but then the downside to that is you're creating more ways to get a shear line, so it actually makes the lock easier to pick. So while not every pin in here is a security pin, the other thing I did was try to create a slightly wild or challenging bidding. Probably you wouldn't want to get too crazy if you're actually keying one of these up for somebody, because the crazier the bidding, if it's a high use lock, the more chance it has of wearing and just getting weird. So, but for just sport picking, who cares? I'm having a hell of a time getting these pins past the crimps this guy put on the edges of the cylinder. You do not need to crimp key and lever cylinders. The caps should just stay in on their own because of the spring tension. The only cylinders you need to crimp at the top are LFICs, and also originally the wrong cap was on this. Now, alright, finally got that one out. This next one was just absolutely crazy stubborn to get out of the lock, so please excuse my 90 seconds of banging this cylinder impatiently against this mat. Jeez. Finally got it out. So, pretty good mix here of security pins and some standard drivers, bottom security pins, one top spool. Again, you're kind of at the mercy of the math when it comes to these key and lever cylinders, but you can make them more challenging. So I did my best here. Fun lock, great keyway. Probably be a while before I pick this one back up. All right, thanks for watching.